Today I'd like to show you all a few wildflowers that are growing on the land here in East Tennessee on the 1st of June. The one I'm showing you now is commonly known as oxeye daisy. Its scientific name is Leucanthemum vulgare. My Latin's not great, so hopefully that's close to the correct pronunciation. This flower is actually native to Eurasia, but it's pretty naturalized in our area and throughout North America. Can be considered a weed to some, but of course that the concept of a weed is just perspective. This next wildflower, it's a native, so we like to say gratitude to all of the previous stewards of this land and area. Here is the Cherokee that would have taught us about this plant whenever Europeans first arrived. Actually, the leaves, young leaves of this plant are edible. You have to cook them, they're kind of hairy. But it is known as daisy fleabane, and the scientific name is Aragon anise, and it is a wonderful source of pollen for lots of different bees, flies, even some pollinating beetles, and the lynx flower moth caterpillar feed on the flowers and seeds of this fleabane and other fleabanes that bloom and grow at different times throughout the spring into the fall. So this is a native one, like I mentioned, and the young shoots are edible when cooked. You could eat them without cooking them, but it just doesn't taste so great because there's lots of little hairs on the leaves. And then over here, I have a ragwort. So ragwort is actually native to Eurasia, very commonly found in the British Isles. Its scientific name is Jacobiae vulgaris. Again, my Latin's not great, but it is actually known to have quite a few alkaloids present, which are pretty powerful chemical compounds that are in some of our most potent plant medicines. But for this one, it's actually known to be harmful for livestock like cattle and horses. And so farmers really don't like to have this on their property. You'll even notice whenever you drive by a field with cattle certain times of the year, the grasses might all be low, but you might see this flower here. We've got lots of goldenrod growing around the property, as well as some different kinds of ragweed. This is an Ambrosia artemisifolia, which is a type of ragweed that has leaves like mugwort. And so we'll talk more about those. They'll be flowering in a few months, so we'll talk more about them soon. Here's some wild lettuce. I'm not sharp on the scientific name for this one at the moment, but it has these wind-pollinated seeds here. Not so showy, colorful flowers to draw in insects. And the sap of this, it's a white milky sap that has pain relieving effects. So that's pretty neat. Anytime you're looking at harvesting or using plants in the wild, you should always make sure there's more than enough for the other beings that use them for food and medicine and resources. Like this fleabane is actually also food for rabbits and other small mammals as well. So I don't have too much of it here, so I'm not going to harvest any. I'm just going to let it continue to grow and feed the bees and butterflies and the rabbits. Hopefully we'll have some little bunnies. Okay, looks like Morty's trying to go after the chickens again, so I'm going to go get them. Came back real quick to say this is also a wild lettuce that is just about to flower. And so this is going to be in a more ideal state if you want to harvest it for making pain relieving or analgesic medicines. And this species is the Canada wild lettuce, or Lactica canadensis, and it's the Lactarium, which is a white latex milky sap that's known for having those analgesic properties. So the other stage that I was showing you was when it was seeding out. So there's not going to be as much latex because all that energy went into making the babies with the seeds. But here it's almost perfect for harvesting. Okay, that's it for today. See you next time.